Around 500 years ago, teachers tied children's left hands behind their backs. Parents forced them to write with the other hand. Entire cultures believed the left hand was cursed. And yet, after centuries of trying to erase it, left handed people still exist. Not 1%, not 2%, almost exactly 1 in every 10 people. If evolution removes traits that make survival harder, why did this one survive? The answer has almost nothing to do with luck. Today, about 90% of people are right handed. That ratio has remained surprisingly stable across cultures and throughout recorded history. Despite a world designed for right handed people, left handedness refuses to disappear. Evolution is ruthless. We lost tails, we lost muscles, so why not left handedness? For most of history, being left handed made everyday life harder. Weapons, tools, writing systems, and social customs all favored the right hand. The English word sinister even comes from the Latin word for left. Yet the percentage barely changed. Scientists eventually wondered if left handedness wasn't surviving despite its disadvantages, but because of a hidden advantage. The first clue came from sports. In boxing, fencing, baseball, and tennis, left handed athletes appear far more often than expected. Right handed athletes spend nearly their entire lives training against other right handed opponents. Left handers spend almost all of their lives facing right handers. When the two meet, the left hander often has the element of surprise. Biologists call this frequency dependent selection. A strategy can become valuable simply because it is rare. If everyone used it, the advantage would disappear. Researchers have found similar patterns throughout nature. Certain fish attack prey from either the left or the right. As one strategy becomes common, prey adapt, giving the rarer strategy the advantage. The balance constantly shifts. Nature often preserves diversity because diversity itself improves survival. Humans may be no different. Scientists then turn to the brain. Left handed people often show greater variation in how language and problem solving are organized across the brain's hemispheres. That doesn't mean every left handed person is more creative or more intelligent. It does suggest that there are multiple, successful ways for the human brain to develop. Studies on divergent thinking have sometimes found small advantages for left handed participants when generating unusual ideas or approaching problems from unexpected angles. Different wiring can produce different strengths. Of course, left handedness also has costs. Everyday objects are built for right handed users. Certain occupations and tools increase the risk of accidents. Evolution accepts these costs because the occasional advantages appear to outweigh them over many generations. It doesn't build perfect individuals, it builds resilient populations. Some people are cautious, others take risks. Some excel at patterns, others at language. Think about humanity's greatest achievements. They did not come from millions of identical minds. They came from people who approached problems differently. Civilization itself depends on diversity of thought. So, is being left handed a superpower? Not in the comic book sense. It won't make you stronger. It won't make you a genius. It won't guarantee success. But it may represent something even more remarkable. A reminder that evolution sometimes rewards those who are different. For tens of thousands of years, humanity has carried a small minority whose greatest strength may simply have been seeing the world from another angle. Maybe that is the real superpower, not the hand you write with, but the willingness to think differently. If one lesson keeps appearing throughout nature, it is this: survival rarely belongs to those who are exactly like everyone else. Sometimes the future belongs to the few who aren't.